Hello and welcome to another video. This will be another Boogie2988 reaction, and especially after him uploading yesterday, he uploaded again today. So looks like he's reacted to his own boxing match. Now, I have done two reactions related to this. Psycho Dad reacted to it, so did McJuggernuggets, and now Boogie is doing the same thing as well. I get why Boogie is doing it also, because he was in this fight. Also, this will probably be the last reaction that I do of someone reacting to this fight, unless Larry's Lounge or Lounge TV decides to do the same thing. But with that being said, let's get into this video. Oh yeah, we also saw some snippets of that fight in Kid Brand Camera's last video as well. But it wasn't like the main focus on the video either. But yeah, with that being said, let's get into this video. This video shouldn't be that long, so it shouldn't take 1.5 hours to upload.
You know, because it's so embarrassing, I have not watched my fight footage yet. But let's watch it together, shall we? This is my reaction to my own fight. But before we get started, I want to let you know that it's not too late to pick up one of these commemorative fight shirts. If you pick up mine, you'll be surprised.
There you go.
Boogie2988! So this ring walk was not exactly what I was shooting for. Originally, we were going to have us riding out on March carts, and that's why we chose the song Riding Dirty. I originally wanted my Mountain Dew theme song, and I wanted to like throw Mountain Dews out to the audience, but they would not allow that because Prime was one of the sponsors. So instead, I wore the gun shirt, the one from the incident, and decided to rip that off. And then like I was firing my guns into the air, you know, my arms, and firing them at the audience. And I don't know, I'm hoping that puts the gun meme to bed. I also want to say that Chase is such a good hype man. He really made me feel amazing walking to that ring. So did the audience. Just overall, it was super hype. And I was also just trying to soak it up, soak it in. Because who else in the world is going to be able to, like, do this? Walk in as a 400-pound man in front of 10,000 people. And the fans had me so hyped. There were so many people so excited to be there. And I was so glad to see you guys there. It was great. So here's Wings' ring walk, and it was just so loud there, I couldn't even hear what was going on. I was just concentrating on, like,
There's the Psycho Dad shirt again. Oh my god, I wonder if Boogie's going to comment on it.
getting in the right frame of mind. He's wearing a Psycho Dad t-shirt, which I thought was kind of amazing. I believe Jesse, like, sponsored him for the fight to do that, and I had no clue that he came in rapping. I heard that he was going to, but I couldn't hear that in the ring. I don't even know what he was rapping, but what a ring entrance. That is so interesting and cool. I was kind of hoping he was going to keep the shirt on during the fight. I genuinely was. I was hoping I'd have something to aim for or whatever, but I don't know. I think that was a great ring walk. Right here, we have talked to the refs, we've talked to our coaches. Me and Chase have talked to the strategy of blocking as many punches and taking as many punches in the first round as we possibly can, so that Wings, you know, gasses himself, and then we can take him in rounds 2 and 3. As we now know, that strategy did not work, but that's the one me and Chase had discussed. But in this moment right here, where I'm standing up to look across the ring, reality was settling in. Like, I'm realizing that we're about to punch each other, we're about to get into a fight, and the entire crowd just melted away, the cameras melted away. I couldn't see the ref, I couldn't see anybody but Jordy. Jordy was on the other side of the ring, and I was just trying to make some level of eye contact. But looking at this, I look kind of scared, don't I? Like, reality is settling in, and it's saying, we're about to put on a show, and it's going to be entertaining, but in order to get that show done, I'm going to have to get hurt. Oh, and look at Wings, man. I remember him staring across the ring with that look. He just looks like he's dead inside. He looks like he's just dead to the world. He just looks like he knows what he's got to do, and that's put me down, and he's ready to do it. Well, that was terrifying. I was going to be honest with you. It's terrifying when you're looking at a 400-pound man who's ready to put you down. All right, here's where I was like squaring up, waiting to see what Wings was going to do. When that first hit hit me, I was stunned, man. But the only thing that pulled me out of that stun is that my pants started falling down. And that punch right there, that flurry that Wings gave me, that's the one that just put me into my own mind. That's where I knew I was not going to be able to perform, and I just needed to survive it. Thankfully, I got saved by a wardrobe malfunction. So here's the story behind the shorts. I got these shorts from Boxer World. Oh, hey, there's the little Mario Kart thing. We got these shorts from Boxer World, and when they came in, they were supposed to fit. They took a waist measurement, 68 inches, and said that they would absolutely be fine. They wouldn't even go past my knees. So we had to find a seamstress in downtown London and pay her to let the pants out. Turns out she let them out a little bit too much, so they were loose. And we tried to tie that drawstring as much as we could in the back, but it just wasn't doing its job. So we ended up having to tape these sons of bitches. I spent like $500 to make these pants work, and they just didn't work. Which is such a shame, because I had some basic shorts I could have worn. They wouldn't look as classy or anything, but they wanted boxing trunks. But God bless Chase for making this meme moment happen. I mean, this should be one of the most meme parts of the fight, and it was certainly embarrassing. But I was mostly irritated and frustrated that Boxer World had let me down so badly. Can you believe it? What a joke. Spend that kind of money, and the pants don't even do the one thing they're supposed to do, and that's be pants. Back to the actual fight, and at this point, I feel a ton of adrenaline, but I am just... I'm getting rocked, man. And the ref is telling me, don't turn to the side, don't turn to the side. You got to stay forward. But there's just a natural instinct that says turn. And I did get hit a few times prior to this fight. Had a couple friends hit me. Had an ex-boxer down in Houston when I went to that convention. Hit me a few times. But nothing.
Yeah, I remember that. I was already reacting to Boogie and Kippy on camera when they were there. So... And that was a fun collab. It just sucks that it didn't end so well, because the last full collab video on Kippy on the Camera's channel, it looked like Boogie and Michael were getting along again, and then, yeah, Boogie just lost it on Michael in the end. But, yeah, anyways, let's continue this reaction.
Prepares you for getting hit by Wings of Redemption. Nothing prepares you for getting hit by... Ooh, look at that! Look at that. That's what I'm saying. Look at that flurry of blows. He was just doing the work. Rocking my face back and forth. You know, and it didn't even hurt my face that much. I'll tell you what hurt the most was my neck and my shoulders and my back the next day. But definitely each one of those. Watch the way he hits my head. My brain got shocked with each one of those. It's ricocheting against my skull. And it hurts, man. It hurts. You get dazed very, very quickly. I mean, you get punch happy. That happy punch happy, that's where that name comes from. Going in around two, I'm shook for sure. Now my thought is, if I can handle a few more punches, hopefully I can get a few punches in. And I try, but Wings just does not let up, man. If it wasn't for the ref there reminding me, I think Wings could have just thrown punches left and right. Actually, Jordy told me after the fight, he said that he was starting to tire out a little bit. But you can just see how dazed I am here. I couldn't tell you in the moment how dazed I was, but I was, the ref definitely could. The ref made the decision he made there because, number one, Wings had scored enough points already to where he was going to win that fight, period. The only way I could have won was a knockout. So the ref decided, as dazed as I was, as badly as I was performing, it's better to send me to my locker room than it is to send me to the hospital or a morgue. So he just put me out of my misery there. And looking at this right now, it's the right call. I mean, I had the adrenaline going on me. I was definitely not aware that I was performing as bad as I was. But, I mean, look at that. Wings is destroying me there. Left, right, left, right. Those aren't 1-2s. Those are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5s. And look at his mobility. I have no mobility like that on the day that we fought. I have no mobility like that right now. So it was really impressive, the effort Jordy made here. He's the better athlete. That's it. There's no other argument. I can make every excuse in the world, but the reality of it is he's just the better athlete. After that fight, me and Wings hugged it out there in the ring, and we've been talking ever since. And prior to the fight, he didn't talk to me very much, but now we're talking quite a bit. And I'll just be honest, what I've learned about Wings is that he's a very awkward person who doesn't think before he speaks and will say some really silly stuff. But at the end of the day, I think he's got a good heart, and I think he's a good person.
Yeah,
and I'm glad to have worked with him.
Cool.
I look forward to working with him again.
Yeah, I remember seeing Wings once, and when he went to McJuggernuggets Halloween party in 2019. I never really knew him before that, and actually for a while I thought that was Grimm's Toy Review Show, whatever it was called, but no, that was a different YouTuber that that wasn't really on camera because of what happened. So I got more insight to that guest at the Halloween party from a podcast that Keemstar did. It was actually on Mom's Basement because McJuggernuggets was on it in one episode. So, but yeah.
And whether that's a podcast, a show, an interview, a rematch, live streams together, whatever it is, I look forward to working with the guy again. He's not a bad guy, genuinely. Watching this tape, I'm no more embarrassed than I was stepping out of the ring, which is to say a little bit. But I learned I might be nigh invulnerable. I can definitely take a beating and keep on ticking. It's the other half of boxing,
fine, Boogie.
Hitting the other guy that I'm not very good at, it turns out. But who knew? I've never been a violent person. I'm not a big fan of violence, so kind of makes sense. It's something I'll need to practice. At the end of the day, though, most goals achieved. I got my butt to London for the first time and out of the country. I got up and moving again, and so did Wings. We got into the ring, and we entertained like 10,000 people in that arena and 400,000 viewers, according to Keemstar, who tuned in for that fight. So mission accomplished, honestly. For those of you who had watched the fight before, or this is your first time watching it, thank you for watching it with me. I'm very grateful for you. You guys have been so kind and so supportive to both me and Wings. It has just been an incredible breath of fresh air, and it proves to me that I must be on the right path to have you guys back in my corner. So that said, let's keep walking this path together and see where it takes us. As always, thanks for watching. I love you very much, and I will speak with you again soon.
Nice. That was a pretty good video, good reaction. And he had the screen bigger for his reaction compared to McJuggernuggets and Sakura, which they did the small screen stuff. I mean, small, big, it doesn't matter to me, but yeah, I saw parts of that fight that I haven't seen yet, so that was interesting as well. So, but yeah, this should be the last reaction related to this fight that happened on May 13th. So, but no, it's cool that Boogie uploaded today. So I'm probably not going to do a Devil Inside Showcase today. So I just wanted to bring that up as well. If I do, it's going to be tonight. So, that being said, in this video here, this video will be uploaded first, then I'm going to upload the Aftermath reaction, and the McJuggernuggets short after that. That's the end of this video. Stay tuned for the next one.